Hello students. So today we'll be starting with the chapter 11, right? In this chapter we'll be dealing with the different kinds of angles. What do you mean by interior angles? Interior angles are those which are formed in the inside of the triangle, right? Inner side. See, angle A, angle B, angle C, these are on the inner part of the triangle. And exterior angle means they are formed outside the triangle with the any two sides whenever any side of the triangle is extended, the angle formed by the other side is called the exterior angle, right? Although it is formed by the sides of the triangle, but since it is outside of the triangle, it is called exterior angle, right? So these was exterior angle and interior angle, right? Now next come the term perimeter. What is meant by perimeter? See, perimeter of a triangle, if we are dealing with, suppose the side is A, B and C, what will it be? It will be A plus B plus C, right? Then sum perimeter will be sum of all sides. So we'll add up all the sides A plus B plus C, it will be the perimeter of the given triangle. Now area of the triangle is half into base into height, right? We have learned this formula as half into base into height. You have learned this formula earlier. And formula for perimeter is how much? Sum of all sides. So what is altitude? Altitude of the triangle means the height of the triangle, right? What is altitude? Altitude means the height of the triangle, right? The perpendicular line from the vertex to other side is called altitude. See, suppose this is a triangle, the line from this vertex to the which is perpendicular to the other side is called the altitude. Now next, see here, this is the altitude, the height of the triangle, right? It is passing from the vertex and it is perpendicular to the other side, opposite side, 90-degree angle it is making, and this is also referred as height of the triangle, right? And the last term we'll be dealing with is median of a triangle. What does median means? Median is the line segment from the vertex to the midpoint of the triangle. See, difference. What is the difference between altitude and median? Altitude also passes from the vertex, but it is perpendicular to the other side, right? This is 90-degree. This is what? Altitude, right? And median also passes through the vertex, but it is joining at the midpoint of the other side, right? Means this and this will be equal. If we are forming the median through here, this and this will be equal, and if we are passing the median through here, this and this will be equal, right? The median of a triangle is a line segment from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Now only these theory parts were there. Now we'll be dealing with the exercise questions. Take three non-collinear points P, Q and R. Join PQ, QR and RP, right? And you have to name the, see, this PQR non-collinear means not in a single straight line. Collinear means in a straight line. And non-collinear it is said, so we have randomly taken points and we have joined them. What we see is a triangle PQR is formed. Now what is, we'll be answering to the question. What is the question asking? First is the side opposite to angle Q. See, this is angle Q, which is the side opposite to this side PR. So the first answer is side PR, right? The second is the vertex opposite to the side PQ. Opposite to side PQ, which is the vertex? R. So vertex is R. The angle opposite to the side of QR. See, this side QR, what is the angle opposite to this? This is opposite. Angle P is opposite to side QR, so we will write angle P. The fourth is the side opposite to vertex P. Now see, what is vertex P? This is vertex P, which is the side opposite QR. So the answer is QR, right? Now coming to the next, second question. What is the question saying? The question is, can you draw a triangle with 3 collinear points? Can you draw? See, if the triangles, if the lines are collinear, how can we form a triangle? It will be a single straight line. Collinear means all are lying in a straight line. See, suppose collinear points, 3 collinear points I am taking, they are in same plane. So if I am joining them, can I get a triangle anyhow? No, if the lines are non-collinear, right? Suppose I have taken 2 points, this and 1 here. These are non-collinear. If I am joining this, we can form a triangle. So the second question's answer you are going to write is no, it is not possible according to the properties of triangle. Okay. So now coming to the third question, can the number below denote the length of the side of the triangle? See, how can we say that the numbers are denoting the side of the triangle? When the sum of two sides is greater than the third side, right? Then only a triangle can be formed with the given side. So see, sum of two sides we are taking, it is 7 and 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. Sum of any two side is always greater than the third side. हमेशा थर्ड साइड से बड़ा होना चाहिए, right? So here in this question, what are we seeing? 15 is smaller than 16. थर्ड साइड से बड़ा है क्या हमारा सम? नहीं है, means this side cannot form a triangle. So you are right. You are going to write here, no, this cannot form a triangle. Next, second, 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 is greater than 4. So yes, the side will form a triangle. Any random sides you can take, and if it is greater, we can say that it will form a triangle or it will not form a triangle, right? Now the fourth question is, find the perimeter of the triangle with given sides. See, questions I have attached in the previous slide, right? So perimeter of the triangle is sum of all sides. We know we are going to add all the 3 sides of the triangle to get the sum. So 12 plus 13 plus 15, which is 40. So the answer is 40 centimeter. 40 centimeter, right? Now second, see, similarly you can solve all the questions. You just need to find the perimeter. You are going to add all the sides and you can find the perimeter. Now coming to the fifth question, in each of the following triangles find the value of x. So in the first, let us see how we are going to see. These are forming the linear pair. This is a straight line, so this angle will be 180 degree. This angle will be how much? 180 degree, right? So 70 plus x, we can write it as 180 degree, right? Straight angle. So x will be 180 minus 70, that is 110 degree, right? Similarly, next question also, see what it is given. x plus 130 will be how much? 180 degree. X plus 130 is 180 degree, right? So how we are going to solve? X plus 130 is 180. X will be 180 minus 130, which is 50 degree. So how we found the value of x? It is 50 degree, right? So only the last question is left, which is, see, look at the given figure, identify 3 triangles of the figure. Now how many triangles, what are the 3 triangles you can see in this figure? See, first of all we can say that triangle PQS, and second triangle is triangle PSR, the third triangle is PQR. So these are the 3 triangles which are formed, right? Now next, write the names of 7 angles. What are the 7 angles? Angle Q, right? See, you can write it here. Second, angle SQP, right? Then angle QPS, then angle PSQ. These triangles angle we have finished. Now similarly you write angle PRS. Fourth, fifth will be RSP, sixth will be SPR, right? And the 7th angle will be this PSQ. Okay, 7th angle will be angle P, this complete angle QPR. Similarly you can write the names of line segments. What are the line segments? Sides of the triangle can be said as line segments, PQ, QS, right? Which 2 triangles have angle QS common? See, PQS, which 2 triangles have angle QS common? Triangle PQS and triangle PQR. This triangle and this triangle has angle QS common. So like this you are going to write. So with the last question we finish this exercise. Complete your copies, okay?